for doing that, by the way, Magic. It's really sweet of you to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Nam, you're not getting my coffee. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're
Giving me stank
recording.
eye.
Charging battery.
Sorry.
Okay.
Should we start over from the very beginning with introductions and stuff since it's Magic?
Yeah, I
that's
think
this
so.
one?
All right. So I'm Middy, and once again, I'm your DM today. Go ahead and give your name and your character.
My name is Ollie, and I'm playing Steve.
I'm Oogie. I play Pumpkin.
I'm Shish. I'm playing as Meepllow.
And I'm Kanpukugu. I'm playing buttons.
Okay. To recap. Okay. To recap last session, you guys finally made it down into the dungeon. You figured out how to turn the lights on. You tried to take one route into the dungeon, but ran across a pit trap that was seemingly filled with lava and decided to try a different route. You intervened in an argument between some bats and some rats and told them how to get out of the dungeon since they had gotten themselves stuck.
I forgot about that.
And as a reward, they gave you a scroll of the name of the spell has suddenly disappeared from my head. Hang on.
It was
Comprehend
I believe it was a
Roll.
spell to understand languages you
Comprehend
did not.
languages. That's
Yeah.
it. Thank you. Going further along, you found a room that had a bunch of secret doors in it that went seemingly nowhere. But at the end of the hallway, you found a small locked box that
nobody could
figured out
have.
how to open.
Yeah, Pumpkin took that.
We all
Yes.
failed so bad.
So you are now carrying around a small box that you have not figured out how to
Yeah,
open.
Pumpkin has that.
You ran into the corgis again and had a little discussion. And on their suggestion, you went to go look at the echoing well. And then a couple of you fell for the sleep spell that was
To be
well.
fair enough, they also fell for that trick as well, seeing how 3 of the corgis did fall asleep to it.
Yes, we did a roll to find out how many of the corgis got tricked by that earlier, and it was pretty much all of them except for Kevin.
For Kevin.
In the next room, you found a couple of gelatinous cubes and decided you were not going to have that fight, and so you distracted them into a corner of the room and made it safely across.
We also left a note for the corgis.
You did. You left a note for the corgis warning them about the cubes, and then Buttons left a second note trying to tell them that it was jelly and they should eat them.
I didn't remember.
Well, the last note, Buttons did sneak back before the gelatinous cubes room to steal Monty's hat.
And nobody could tell because nobody rolled high enough to be able
And
to tell he just stole something.
nobody rolled high enough to figure out he was lying. Okay.
Group.
So, find where we are. Upload. Okay. I'm dropping a map in the map section that shows the view of the hallway from the last room.
Okay.
Okay. So, there is a door directly in front of you, and to the right, there is a long hallway that branches off a couple of times near the end of it.
I vote door.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to the door.
Alrighty. Let me clear this room and then put up the map. Save as. This is 14. Okay. So while this is uploading, I'm going to start my description of this room.
Okay.
So the first couple rooms you guys ran into were remarkably empty and clean. This room is not that. It is cluttered with debris. There is broken chests, broken bunks, old rusty racks just lying in a huge pile at the end of this room. And the reason that all of the previous rooms were so empty, you figure, is because all of the debris from them was moved to this room to make space.
Huh.
Hmm. So it looks like just trash, or should we roll something to see if we find something useful or like a clue or something?
If you want to roll perception or investigation, that would be fine.
All right.
Okay.
Roll by investigation. Why did you close my shit on my?
I'll also roll investigation.
What do I have a better bonus in?
Sheesh, I think you gotta put an exclamation point first.
Right.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
14
Dice Parser
and
smiles upon me
19.
for once.
And an 11. Okay. Meepllow and Pumpkin,
Mm-hmm.
you're a bit distracted by the mess that is in this room because that is a lot of junk.
Fair enough.
A lot of
Yeah.
junk. And it all looks like it's been smashed by something large. It looks like the smashing was done a very long time ago. It doesn't look like anything new, but it just, wow. That's a lot of junk. Buttons and Steve. You see all of this junk. You also notice on the left-hand side of the room there is a small podium just kind of sitting near the wall, and it's got like a little glass figurine on it. But the reason you notice that is because there are two sticky notes on the wall next to it that have arrows drawn on them pointing to the figurine. The sticky notes are in blue ink and yellow
Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't listen.
ink. Okay, so Steve and Buttons noticed that there is a small glass figurine sitting on a podium by the left wall because there are sticky notes on the wall next to it pointing to it, written in blue ink and yellow ink.
What's the figurine? A toy or a decoy or something?
Okay, so it's made of glass, and it's a kind of ugly looking little gargoyle thing with like a matching floppy glass wizard's hat on top.
I think Steve's
What?
gonna use all his.
Okay, so the glass figurine is of a stumpy, ugly little gargoyle type thing, and it is wearing a wizard's hat.
Oh, gargle.
Steve immediately is just like, "Oh, it's cute." Oh.
Meepllow is just gonna take one and like, well, this is. I gonna put this on my shelf.
Oh, you picked it up?
Can I?
Yes.
The
And
kids
is
are
it
bad
dangerous?
influences.
And is it dangerous to do this?
Well, Meepllow picks it up, and the gargoyle says, "Hey, what do you think you're doing? Been waiting this long to have
Sorry,
my
sorry.
test
I didn't
answered, and
know.
then you just come and pick me up after making me wait this long. Rude.
Sorry, I didn't know you were alive. Sorry.
Put
This,
me down."
this is what happens when you try to steal. Shame on you, Meepllow.
I imagine the whole room just kind of turns to look at Buttons.
Meeple is really messed up. Meeple is doing a lot of mistakes here. First of all, he almost died in lava, and now this.
He picks up the
Like-
talking statue.
Pumpkin kind of walks over and goes, "Ahoy! What's your name?"
My name is unimportant. Now set me down so that I can conduct my test.
A
And then he just
test?
put him down.
A test. It's what I'm here for. So let me get on with it so that I can go.
What is this test?
Well, if you set me down, you'll find out.
And then, he leaves him alone.
Okay. Now, time for the questions. Actually, let's find out. Question.
Steve raises his hand and is like, "Is it multiple choice? Because I don't do well with open-ended tests."
No.
Oh, good.
Hopefully, Meepllow would do okay because he has in. Never mind. Sorry, never mind.
Hang on. I'm trying to remember which document
I
I left
just
this
I actually
in.
saw that I have pretty bad intelligence, but it's actually not too bad. So
We'll see. We'll see what these questions hold.
What is Steve's?
Uh,
That's not one of
where
his
did I
best
put it?
stats.
Hang on. Hang on. I was just looking at this morning and now I can't figure out which document I left this in. Ah!
That's the
I-
question.
no,
Which
it's
document
okay.
is it in?
Hopefully,
It's
Funky
okay.
does okay. I mean, she has a 15 intelligence, so she gets
Oh,
a plus
okay, I
two.
found it.
Intelligence is 12, so
All
I
right.
think it's alright.
All right. So the gargoyle glares at you a little balefully, and he
Okay.
said,
Name any dance to a 3/4 time measure.
and the thing is, there are 4 questions here, so you guys can pick who answers the question, and you guys are going to have to roll a skill check to figure out the answers to them.
Oh, so we don't have to answer the questions on our own, thankfully.
No.
I was panicking for a
Okay,
sec.
that's
I was
good.
like, I don't know.
So
No, I
Meeple
picked-
was like, "All right, kids, let me show you how the adults do it." And so
God damn it!
Okay, Meepllow. Roll. Roll performance or history for me.
Ooh, all right. I have a +10 performance, so
Nice.
Jeez, that's a really good bonus.
I mean, he's a bard, so he has to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. That's a dirty 20. Nice. Okay, Meepllow. So what you know is that there are several dances to his 3/4 time signature, and given how vague the question is, he probably meant that you could name any of those and you'd be right. So the ones that immediately jump to mind are a waltz or a minuet.
All right, next question.
Did you say that? Did you say
Did you
that?
say it out loud?
Did you
Did
answer
you say
it?
that out loud?
Wait, what?
You
What do
need
you
to
mean?
say that out loud.
Oh,
Otherwise, Meeplow's
say-
just sitting there like,
say-
well, okay,
say
I know
what?
it.
Okay.
I don't need to say.
All right. So Meepllow, you know the answer to this question is either a waltz or a minuet.
Minuet.
Yes, that will do. All right. The second question. Lost track. There it is. Name a spell that defends against the undead.
And this check is going to be either Arcana or Intelligence.
My answer is Arcana.
Oh my god, no.
Okay. So Meeplow's answered a question. So I think one of the other 3 should answer this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, guys.
Oh.
You can roll either Arcana or Intelligence to figure this out.
Oh. Sorry,
What's,
I goofed it.
It's cool.
You're fine.
It's no problem.
what's everybody's bonuses?
I have a 15 intelligence. That's
Oh,
that's a
that's-
+2. But
That's better than Steve.
and in Arcana I have a +2.
Okay.
Buttons, what is your Arcana and Intelligence?
I have intelligence +1, and I don't have arcana.
I think Pumpkin should take this one.
Okay. So
Go, pumpkin.
I'm gonna get a shit roll. I know this.
We believe in
I
you.
believe in you. Ah,
12.
Yeah,
Hmm.
called it.
could have been worse.
I feel like I got this wrong.
I should have given you bardic inspiration for that, huh?
Do you want to?
You want
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and give bardic inspiration.
to? Okay.
Okay.
Steve just reaches over
I'll
and gives
allow that.
Pumpkin a pat on the back.
Yeah. So, I what do I roll for adding bard inspiration?
I
Is
think
that
it's an extra D6.
Is it a
D6?
D6 or is it a D8? Hang on, let me
I
check
thought
that.
it was a D. Yeah, if you could, because I thought it was a
Let me
D6,
just
but
check that, and that'll be in features. Yep, it's a D6. Okay, roll a D6 and then. Oh dear.
Okay, we know which one of the deities are looking down at me today.
Okay, so that's a 13.
I
But
don't.
pumpkin is well traveled. I think you're gonna get one answer to that because it is a very obvious answer. You think turn undead works on undead?
Okay. Does turn undead work?
Well, I mean, if you want to go for the easy answer, yes. Yes, that would do, I suppose.
Okay, thank you.
Do a one-handed cartwheel.
I'm gonna take this one, and then Steve tries. No, Steve's never done a cartwheel.
Oh
He
god.
can roll athletics or acrobatics.
I have 4 acrobatics.
I'm gonna roll acrobatics because I have a +4.
Oh,
Hey,
nice! A
nice.
you can do
successful
a
acrobatic.
fantastic cartwheel.
Guys,
The gargoyle says,
Yes, that's very. All right, last question.
and he pins you all with a look, and he says,
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
God damn it! I knew you were gonna do that.
which swallow?
European or
No.
"Is that what Steve's saying? Which swallow?"
Yeah. What kind of swallow?
Well, I don't know that. I suppose that'll do. That'll do. That's enough questions.
And he disappears in a poof of smoke, and he is gone. And sitting on the podium in his place is a small box. It has a note wrapped around it.
What does the note say? What does the note say?
All right. So the note says, in blue and yellow ink, hang on, finding
Can I
it.
can I get a clarity for that last question that you just asked? That was a
Okay, so
mighty
the last question.
python. That was a
Yeah,
mighty python in the holy grail
Yeah, the whole thing
question.
was a Monty Python and the Holy Grail reference.
Yeah, and I caught that.
I was like, oh, that's what was in my head the entire time, and I was like, are they gonna do it? Are they gonna? Yep. Okay.
Okay. So the note says in blue and yellow ink, "Happy birthday, E. We know how much you love shiny things. Mother pitched in for the pearls. If you're snooping early, shame, shame, shame. Love you, TNG."
Aw.
Can we open the box or it's locked?
I think it's unlocked. You had to go through a rig of questions to get to it. I don't think they locked it.
Who's gonna open it?
Let's open it.
Let me paste the note in here for you guys to see.
Pumpkin opens the box.
All right. So sitting in the box is a small golden hair comb. It's scattered with tiny pink pearls.
Aw.
Hmm.
Fancy.
Is it useful?
It's just a pretty art object. Useful for putting up your hair if you have some, I guess.
Well, Meepllow doesn't have hair because it's a pillow, so he's not gonna use it.
Anyone? I mean, if no one's going to grab the comb, I'm gonna grab the comb. I already have the
You go for it.
lockbox, so okay. Pumpkin takes the comb.
Steve
Okay.
holds up the scroll and is like, I kind of already have this. I mean, I feel bad taking more.
Yeah, I mean, we still have that one box that's locked. That I
Mhm.
have.
Plus, if you see your parents again, you can always give that to your mom.
How
When
do
you see your parents again, not if.
No.
I was about to catch that. I was like, Pumpkin has not stated her situation with her parents yet.
Oh, okay. Then just forgets that
we
Steve
can
said
we can
anything.
we can easily suggest see Steve just guessing that it's just later on in the day type of deal. So that's a vague enough statement where basically um Steve can easily just guess that Pumpkin still is like currently living with her parents and such like that, and like she's not totally lost in a town looking for her parents currently.
Steve is still unaware that they're the only one who's actually enrolled.
But
Okay.
Pumpkin goes, yeah. So she puts that in her hammer's face.
All right. You have found some treasure.
We solved the goblin
You have
puzzle.
solved my little glass gargoyle Monty Python puzzle.
So let's head back out if there's nothing else in here.
Was there
Sure.
another door through? Or was it just the,
Nope, just the one door.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
All right,
back we go.
back we go.
I look down the hallway.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's kind of just a normal hallway that kind of splits into three, in the sense of
Yep.
one going one side and then a little further forward.
Yep, looking down the hallway, there is a route that goes off to the right, and then at the end of the hallway, it splits going right and left.
Okay.
Should we check the one of the right first?
Okay.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, why
so
not?
going down the hallway,
Uh-huh.
you get to the split, and as you're deciding what you're going to do, you do hear voices bouncing off of the tunnels. And it sounds like corgis again.
Oh.
I
And
get
Pumpkin's
you can
gonna
hear
look.
Indy saying, "Don't care. Something shiny will make her happy anyways, and I am done with traps." Kevin says, "I'm telling you, something sentimental will cheer her up a whole lot better than something shiny this time round." Indy says, "Don't care. So done. This entire dungeon." And at the very end of the hallway where it splits for that last time, the corgis come into view, and you see the reason that Indy is so done with this dungeon. He is dripping with blue goo and covered in glitter.
What happened to you guys? Pumpkin
Oh,
kind of
Oh my god, I laugh.
Pumpkin just kind of runs over to the corgis with a concerns like, "What happened to you guys?"
So Indy is the only one who is covered in blue goo and glitter. The others look fine. And Callie kind of side eyes Indy. She looks like she's trying not to laugh, and she says, "Yeah, fell into a pit trap." And then there was this glitter dot trap like directly afterwards, and yeah.
Where did you guys find those rat traps? Me? You guys haven't been stumbling onto. The only biggest issues were the slimes that we bypassed.
Oh yeah, we saw that notes. And he kind of gives Buttons a look. we decided to go back up the chute in that last room that you saw us in. And that came out all the way back there. And yeah, they were traps.
Okay.
Not harmful traps, but he glances at Indy, who is covered in blue goo and glitter.
We haven't found much in sense of things from our last one, though. Hold on, let me see if, because she's going to pull out the comb again. She did just toss that into her hammer space. So let's see if she can actually pull that out. Yeah, she did. Okay, so she pulls out the comb.
Ooh, that's nice.
We had to answer a few questions from this glass gargoyle, and
Yeah.
this was the reward from it.
Yeah, we found this. And he pulls out a silver pen that is covered in a very small blue stones.
Huh. Oh,
They like
also,
glittery stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we still have a box that I'm carrying around that we found as well, which we haven't opened yet.
Monty perks up a little bit. You want me to give it a go?
Please, because none of us could open it.
Yeah.
All right, let me
Pumpkin-
find his
Let me
stats for that.
let's fucking Okay, cool. She got her box.
Wait,
Plus
what's
four-
going on right now?
4 plus 2.
The corgis are
So Monty
back.
is. Yeah,
What?
the corgis are back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I know that.
Monty has offered to try and open the locked box that was giving you guys so much trouble.
That was from our last session.
But we all
yeah.
tried and all failed
Yeah.
to open.
Anyways, Monty's the one trying to pick up the lock, right?
Yep.
You better not.
Yeah. No, Will, he's not like paying attention. I hate the hat I stole from him.
Okay.
So did that do it?
Let me see here.
Tough was this lock.
I don't remember what. He is one off from opening it.
Oh my god.
My
It's like,
God.
this is a difficult lock. And Indy goes, oh, come on, you can do it. You'll always manage these things eventually. And he gives him Bardic Inspiration. So he's going to roll a d6. Okay, that does it. The lock pops open.
Okay, there we go. This thing was giving us some hard time. Pumpkin kind of sees what's in the box.
All right, so there is another note.
Looks at the note.
And it is in blue and pink. And it says, Dear G, we knew you'd look again, goofball. But you thought we forgot. Love ya, T&E. And it is a bracelet made of black leather with some yellow stones.
Ooh.
Pumpkin holds the bracelet in hand and takes a look at it. This is a little bit of a different thing than the others. I
It's
mean,
really pretty though.
yeah.
A lot of jewelry.
These guys had got a fancy pen with me. I mean,
It came with a note.
Yeah.
Kevin produces the note for you guys to look at. And it says... Where did I put it? Here it is. Dear T, we knew you wanted a new pen for writing songs. Ta-da! We love you, G&E.
They seem to love each other a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
these were presents, I think.
Yeah, each one of these were presents. Because
Why
the
were
one,
they
the
still here?
yeah, I don't know, but because the comb we got from the gargoyle had a note for one of the sisters. This is from for another sister, and basically it seemed like all these were gifts to each other.
Hmm.
But what I think weird is why leave all this stuff here in the first place?
Well, presumably they figured they'd all find it at some point. Must have been sitting here a while.
Yeah. Pumpkin proceeds to put the stuff she has back in her hammer space.
It's probably
Yeah.
a good idea. We can always sort out stuff later.
Yeah, we can. We all can. But you guys are still gonna be okay, in the sense of things.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, we need someone who tests out the traps here.
I mean, we did
You're
set
not
up.
subtle, but
We did set up that one trap with the lava pit in the first room.
We're not covered in lava, right?
That's fair enough because I managed to spot it in time before someone stepped on it.
Hmm.
But we were just about to decide what path we were gonna take on our end.
Hmm. Well, we flip coins. Decide who's going which direction.
What do you guys think?
Sure.
Left.
I
Sure,
don't
why
care.
not?
I just want to get this finished with.
Mm,
Kevin kind of gives him the stink eye. He's like, I'm telling you, something shiny is not going to cheer her up. Want something sentimental.
Are you guys cheering up your mom or something? What school do you go to?
And he's just like, Mom, of course.
Oh.
And Kevin nods. He goes, yeah, the boss is upset. When she's upset, she don't make cupcakes.
Steve holds up a hand and was about to suggest baking something and just lowers his hand again.
And Callie whines a little and sighs, whispering, she makes the best cupcakes.
Can we continue with? Yeah,
Right. Flipping a coin.
okay.
All right, so heads or tails.
Heads.
All right,
Heads.
I'm gonna say heads is 1 and tails is 2. Heads.
And what path is this for us picking?
That's a good question. I actually figured that out before I rolled it. Kevin kind of freezes and goes, should have figured that out before we flipped the coin.
I mean, coin flip.
I mean, we could.
We'll say 1 is the path farther along, and 2 is the one back there. And he points to the turn in the hallway back towards the floor.
So.
All right, we go there.
No. So I'm confused.
All right, he was suggesting that 1 is the turn to the right at the end of the hallway, and 2 is the one that comes before that.
And it was
Cool.
a 1, right?
Yeah, we did.
You guys rolled 1.
Yeah. So that means we get the very end of the hallway then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. And Pumpkin gives a nod. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Alright.
Before we go, do we get the Purgy follow us, or they go their own way once again?
They're going their own way.
Yeah, they're going their own way once again.
Yes. Which was the other Purgy who was wearing a hat?
Where's Monty? He's standing with the other corgis.
There was another one who was wearing a hat, right?
Oh yes, okay. So Monty's hat is missing.
Because
Callie, Indy, and Kevin still have their hats.
who will be my next victim?
Oh no.
Does Button say this out loud?
All right,
Buttons, don't say this out loud. It's rude.
I'm taking Kevin's hat. It was
You don't take Kevin's hat.
Oh dear.
Boy.
Buttons, what did you do?
Shh.
Okay, so the
It
corgis
doesn't
are
work
off.
if you yell shh.
The corgis are off towards their hallway and not paying attention. If you want to steal his hat, roll stealth for me.
All right, first stealth. Uh,
We're so intent on making enemies with corgis.
Buttons is. The other kids are just having fun and just.
All right, that's a 21. I'm pretty sure that beats his passive perception. Yeah, okay. So you sneak up behind them and they do not notice you. Roll sleight of hand.
all right, guys, don't fall me. Please don't fall me.
Roll a one. Roll a one.
14. Let's see, they don't see you. I'm gonna say you grab the hat and Indy immediately notices that the hat is gone. Kevin, what happened to your hat? And he turns around to look. I'm gonna need. This is gonna be a contest stealth roll. I'm gonna have Kevin roll perception. And you're gonna get a stealth roll, and we're gonna see if
Oh
he
my
spots
God.
you making off his hat. Perception for Kevin is not terribly good. Okay.
All right, stealth once again, right?
Yep. Oh, probably not gonna do it, but roll anyways. Okay. You get away with the hat. Kevin looks extremely not happy. But you make off with his hat back around the corner.
Well, Pumpkin would probably see the hat and is like, wait, where did you get that hat?
You come back around the corner and Pumpkin notices you have the hat.
I
Go
found
get
it.
his hat back, dude.
I found it.
You
Meepllow
found
is-
it.
Stole it.
Maple's freaking out because like one of the kids.
Buttons, roll deception.
Oh my God.
come on. Roll the dose and see if you can.
I don't know who's leaving all these hands lying around.
Oh no,
Oh
Oh.
my God.
anyone who wants to try and dispute this, roll insight to figure out if he's lying.
Okay.
Even if
You're pretty
Yeah.
sure that's Kevin's hat, but Buttons is just so sincere.
if God, the problem is I only
Nope.
have like 2 in insight. So even if I get a nat 20, I would not match that.
Nat 20 is
And
an
Meeple,
automatic success.
can I try roll inside?
Yup. Roll insight for me.
Okay.
Meepllow.
Oh, wait, no, right.
That's a 4. God, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Oh,
Nope. Okay. You all think that, well, that does look like Kevin's hat. Buttons is very sincere, and you don't think he'd actually steal Kevin's hat. Clearly, they can't. be
Sorry, but Punk. Even though the rules says that, Punk is like at the case of like her gut feeling is telling her otherwise, but she has to go with his word. Type of feeling. So she's like, fine.
There's enough reasonable doubt that it's like, oh well.
Yeah.
God.
Lalu is loving you today.
Okay.
Lady Luck is liking Can.
All right. So are we going to continue on?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Buttons, you now have 2 corgi hats. We
Two
continue on. Alrighty. Yes. All right. This is a long sort of hallway, and it curves at the end.
Okay.
Mhm.
Of note, there is a mural halfway down this hallway. It's a bit bigger than most of the decoration you've seen thus far, and it depicts a giant spider standing on a mound of gold. It's sort of painted instead of the mosaic type decorations you've seen thus far.
Huh.
It's rather old paint, but it is painted. And there are 3 notes stuck onto the mural.
Okay.
And the one says in yellow, "Dear all, look, it's Mother. Love G." And the second one in blue says, "Dear G, I'm telling her you said that. Love T." And the last one in pink says, "Dear T, you spoil sport. Love E."
Mother?
Okay.
Monkey just kind of looks at the Gert with a concerning look.
Steve pats the painting for good. Like, directly on the spider.
Oh my god.
Okay. Nothing bad happens.
Cool.
Just to clarify.
Steve's like, oh, something kind of ominous looking? Cool, that reminds me of home.
All right. You make the turn at the end of this hallway, and there is a door.
Pumpkin. If Milo is going to the door, Punk's gonna open that carefully because we don't know what's behind it, and there's
All right.
clear indication from the corgis that there are traps.
Yeah.
Can
You
Meepllow
open the
try?
door with a chunk, and let me save the new map, and then I will describe it for you. Mhm. All right. So this room is definitely odd looking. It is a long room, and it's got 2 other doors, one at the far end, halfway down. The middle part of the floor is sunken down a bit. It's like 5 feet lower than the rest of the room. And there's a single tile in the middle that is a different color than the rest of the floor. And the ceiling is covered in netting.
Oh.
Cover, I think. What?
It's covered in net.
Oh.
Like someone has
Oh.
taken a great big net and attached it to the ceiling.
I don't.
I don't think we should go in there. We might get trapped inside that net.
Pumpkin's. I'm gonna do an investigate roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
And I
perception
gonna
checks.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll perception.
God, rolls are not having my. Is not liking me recently.
Oh,
Dice Parser goes by the rule of funny. D20!
Oh
Nope.
dear.
Nope.
Okay.
Seems fine to me.
So you guys are distracted by all of this and the very ornate decorations against the wall. There are several spider statues kind of against the edges of the wall, made of stone.
Don't like.
Besides that, you have not noticed anything weird.
Hmm.
I mean, that stuff is weird enough, but nothing off.
Should we throw something at that tile? Just to
I still
see
have
if
my
it...
fishing pole with the chunks of wood from when we first came in. Want me to
Can you
toss
slap
that?
it?
You want me to? Oh, okay. Let's see if I can.
I mean, okay, so hear me out. I was thinking you could use the fishing rod and just like cast the line out.
No,
And,
that's
like,
what I'm doing.
Okay.
I just had the chunks of wood on it, so it has some weight to it.
Okay.
So
Give
Pumpkin's gonna
me-
cast the line out onto that one odd thing in the
Okay.
middle.
Give me a dexterity roll to
Dex?
see if you hit what you're aiming at.
The 16.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Cool.
The wood lands solidly on the one off colored tile with that hook, and nothing happened.
Oh. I kind of thought something would happen.
Actually, roll me another investigation check. Okay. What you noticed is that the texture of that clunk, the sound was a bit more muffled than it would be if it had just hit regular stone.
Not odd.
That sounded like hitting stone with a layer of something with a bit of give in between it.
Okay, that has something odd about it because that did not sound like normal stone.
Hmm.
So there is probably a gimmick in this room.
I hope it doesn't end up in lava, because that's a big pit.
I mean, if it was lava again, we would probably see lava again. Pumpkin starts wheeling in the pieces of wood.
Okay. As you start to reel it and it drags across the floor, give me another investigation check.
So that's a good sign.
Everyone?
You got little Pumpkin with her fishing pole. Oh, that
21. Nice. Okay,
Good
you
lord.
are paying attention. So you notice that as the wood drags across the rest of the floor and your hook on occasion dings the tile, there are sparks.
Oh.
This
Okay.
doesn't look
Zzzt.
safe.
I see sparks happening. There's definitely a gimmick in this room. There's definitely a gimmick.
Okay,
Do we go in? Because we've been at the door this whole time.
we could scoot around the edges, I guess, or we could go back and try the other out.
Does Pumpkin see anything else in the room in the sense of things? Because she did roll pretty high.
Okay. 21. You notice that the net on the ceiling is very solidly attached. That would hold the weight of someone quite heavy if they were to try and swing across the room using the net.
Okay, that's the net above us is not going to be falling down.
Oh, I forgot. There is one more note on the wall of the room that with that 21 you definitely noticed.
Oh, cool.
And it says, "Time for arm day exercise." in yellow.
So
goes,
should we just claim the net and cross?
wait, Pumpkin goes, oh, I think I know what's stupidly going on here. There's a
What?
okay, there's probably like a spark trap or something in the pit. Because the net,
Monkey
the
bars?
net looks, yes, the net is solid enough to, looks like solid enough to hold people up. There's a note on the wall saying that arm day, and if I noticed while I was pulling the log, reeling my fishing pole, sparks were giving off.
So we just claim the net and cross.
I
All right.
guess.
So, if we wanted to climb the net, what, hypothetically, what role would we be doing?
Wait,
Okay.
so are we just gonna climb on the net
Yep.
or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
like monkey bars?
Yep.
Like monkey
Oh.
bars.
I
Okay.
thought
So,
good enough in physical education. Start claiming.
So
Oh.
it's acrobatics or athletics to reach the netting.
Okay, I'm gonna do acrobatics because that's a way better bonus.
Yeah, acrobatic.
Watch Steve just fall flat on
Oh,
his
that's-
face.
Good. Good.
You
Hang on, my cat slapped my tablet screen, so I need to reload it.
Oh.
is that good enough?
Oh no. Okay. Meepllow and Steve, that is just barely not good enough.
oh,
So you guys
Okay, just
jump up,
barely-
grab the netting, and you miss.
so Pumpkin just barely got a hold of the netting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
With just missing the DC, I'm gonna say you guys do land back in the doorway. You don't land on the electrified tiles.
Okay, good.
Steve's gonna like kind of pat Meepllow on the back and just be like, "You can do it," and give bardic inspiration. Meanwhile,
Oh,
Steve's like, "I don't know if I can do it, but you can."
so do I roll a d6 now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
I'll let you use your last roll. Okay, 13 is enough.
Alright.
Is it
Thank you.
no problem. I feel kind of bad about making you feel bad earlier.
It's okay.
Steve's, I guess, is it cool if I try to get up there again?
Okay.
Meanwhile, Bottom is kind of being a show off of how he's living.
Of
No,
course, you're
yes.
being a show off.
Behind.
Yes. 25 is an excellent roll, so Buttons pulled that off and made it look extremely easy. Oh yay, Steve did it. Okay. You're all now hanging on to the netting. Now,
Okay.
you guys
Oh,
can
boy.
aim for the door that's halfway up the room, or you can aim for the door at the end of the room.
The end of the room.
Go
You
big
wanna
or go home.
Go big
Okay.
or home? Okay.
Just ignore the fact that it took Steve 2 tries to get up there.
Okay, we're gonna
All
go
right.
big or go home.
You guys can give me actually that'd be the same roll, wouldn't it? You can give me an athletics check.
Okay. I'm nervous about this one.
Everyone?
Yep, everyone. This is
Acrobat.
a roll to see how well you guys can stay swinging and
Meepllow.
not your arms don't get tired.
Meepllow is not strong at all.
All right, that's a 12, a 6, 19. Nice.
Epic,
Steve's
right?
okay.
Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
No, not. A little goof up there.
Oh, Oh, thanks.
Okay. So Buttons and Steve, you guys love bars. You swing all the way to the end of the room. No problem. Meepllow and Pumpkin, I am going to need dexterity saving throws.
Dex. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Saving. Okay, so it's a plus.
Kind of reminds me of when we hung the advisor upside down.
Okay, good. Excellent.
Whoa, dang.
All right. So the both of you land on the off-colored tile in the center of the room, like one stacked up on top of the other.
Oh,
Get
Ooh.
electrified.
this is the safety point. Cool. Okay.
You have landed
So wait,
on the
are
rubber
we
tile.
are we in the middle of the room?
We
You
are
are
in
in the middle of the room.
we are stab in the middle of the room on the off-colored tile.
Nice. What do we do now?
Attempt to get back, continue on and get to the others.
Wait,
Sure.
there is
So
something on
acrobatics
the right.
check again.
Yep.
Wait, in the map, something at the right appears. Like in the map, something at the right of the rubber tile appears, like a circle or something.
Oh, that was my notation that was room 10.
Oh,
The
okay.
tile covered the one.
Oh,
Okay.
That was just for my notes.
Oh,
So we're doing the athletics again to see if we can grab.
I just rolled a 20.
Middy.
Very nice. Yeah, do acrobatics or athletics to get
Yeah.
back up.
Ken, you're good. You're on the other side.
Yep, Shish is good. No, Shish is good. She's gotten back up.
Yeah. No,
and
I'm
clean.
telling Can because Can's about to tie.
Oh yeah. Buttons was fine. Buttons already made it to the end of the room.
Yeah. So it was Pumpkin and Shish that was.
Pumpkin
it's
and Meepllow.
Yeah.
it wasn't what.
So it's a
Good
good thing
thing
you didn't have to roll for anything.
Yeah. Good thing you didn't have to roll.
Sorry.
We'll call that the dismount from the netting. You fall on your face.
It's like a belly flop.
Belly flop.
Ooh, no.
Oh boy.
Okay. You do not jump up high enough.
Okay. I'm guessing she should probably roll like athletics to see if she can get to the other side now.
Oh.
Yeah, Meepllow, roll me athletics.
Okay.
Then we will come back to Pumpkin.
Are we still on that net thing?
Mm-hmm.
You are.
You are. Pumpkin didn't quite make it. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Meepllow has made it to the end of the room.
Oh, Lady Misfortune, why you do this to me? Oh my god!
That's a crit fail.
Do you need help?
Okay, on a crit fail, I'm gonna say jump up to grab the net, and when you come back down, one of your feet is off the tile, and you're gonna get zapped.
Can Meepllow help Pumpkin somehow?
You're a witch. Didn't you just kind of go to the others almost instantly?
Oh.
So Pumpkin's kind of on her own in an island full of sparks.
She did. If you want, you can say that Meepllow stayed back and use that role as an assistance.
I mean, Meepllow is a babysitter, so he needs to help her.
Okay. Pumpkin, roll again. You're gonna get this roll with advantage.
Hey, Pumpkin. If you plan to stay there forever, can I stay with your fishing rod?
You are not getting my fishing rod. God.
Oh my god.
That's better. Okay, Pumpkin. On like
Finally!
the fourth try here,
Finally!
you managed to jump up and grab the netting. To be fair, it was a little harder because you were standing in a patch of the floor that's like sunken 5 feet deeper than the beginning of the room. So it's not a surprise you were having trouble.
I'm gonna have Lady Misfortune is liking me today, and I don't
Okay.
know how to feel about that.
But you are now safely in the netting.
But I need to roll athletics.
Pumpkin and Meepllow, roll me athletics again.
Okay.
Oh
Oh, no.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
Misfortune, why do you hate me so?
Okay.
So
Give
we're
me
dead.
a dex save.
Saving throw.
Let me find a perfect accompaniment.
Okay.
Oh,
Those are good enough. You
Let
land
me-
back on the off-color tile.
Oh my god.
All right, let me look at my map here.
Can I pour
Right.
a bottle of
You are 10 feet away from the door that is on the side of the room. If you guys want, you can give me an acrobatics check to instead jump over the tiles and through the doorway.
So everybody needs to roll.
No, not everybody, just me and you.
Meepllow and Pumpkin, who are having so much trouble.
All right. What do I roll?
Give me acrobatics or athletics, whichever one's higher.
Good.
I'm gonna say a 10 will do it.
Okay, thank you.
You scramble through the door on the side, and you are not electrocuted.
Okay.
But wait, now
Okay.
debated, right?
Now the party is a little split. Steve and Buttons, you are at the end of the room. And Meepllow and Pumpkin, you are at the door at the middle.
Are you okay?
Charging battery.
I just wanna say to Steve, do you think those two will be alright?
I don't know.
Pumpkin just gives a wave, giving the sense we're fine, we're okay.
All right,
You look
would
a
you
little
like
frazzled.
press onwards?
You don't say. Oh my god.
I guess if we could see if we meet up again down the hallway.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's see if we can meet up.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Are we we split up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pumpkin and Milo are going down one hall.
Oh.
Buttons and Steve are going down the other.
So, Pumpkin, just you and me, huh?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I bet
It's
like
awkward.
Steven.
She just hugs her fishing poles like
Oh.
Oh. Thanks for the hug.
fishing pole.
Oh! Wait, what? I thought that you hugged Meepllow and I was
Fishing pole. She's kind of like in a stress state, so she's trying to think.
I heard hugged Meepllow. Oopsie.
Can I
Meepllow
please
going for the hug again?
Can I please beg of you to make a character trait from Meeplo to be to take hugs when it wasn't expressly meant for them? Because
That's
it's happened
adorable.
several times now.
Okay, so Meepllow and Pumpkin, ahead of you, you've got a straight hallway, which ends in a split that goes left and right. Steve and Buttons, your hallway twists and turns quite a bit. And
Oh,
I think
wow.
it's up to you guys. Do you think you meet at the split, or do you think Meepllow and Pumpkin go ahead?
I say Pumpkin taking a look at the seeing how they're in the crossroads. Have a guess that they could possibly meet up. So she's like, we could wait here for a few minutes and see if the two kind of pop around the corner.
Yeah, I think Steve would just wait there for a sec too. Just be like,
No,
okay,
no, no.
well.
Steve has a longer path.
Oh, I thought it was being asked to all of us. Sorry.
Yeah. It was being asked at Meepllow and Pumpkin in a sense of
Oh,
things. So because we
my
have the
bad.
shorter path, you're fine. So Pumpkin kind of turns to Meepllow and says, "We can wait here for a few minutes and see if the two kind of come around the corner." You good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You are patient, and so, as you wait a couple minutes, Steve and Buttons do come around the corner, and you meet back up.
Hey.
If this was a physical education school exam, you two will be. You two will have a bad grade.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
It was kind of impressive in its own way. That looked like a scary room. That was like the most dangerous room, and we just passed a couple gelatinous cubes.
Let's just keep on going.
All right.
I have to ask, does Pumpkin get like a aesthetic shock from their fishing pole after all that?
Yes. There's a small zap. It doesn't do any damage.
It just is
It's just
like
static.
yeah. Pumpkin's hair is just a lot more poofier than normal.
Yes.
What hair gel do you use?
Pumpkin just slowly looks at Steve.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. You guys continue down the hallway, and standing at the end of it is a massive door.
Let's
It does not
open it.
It does not seem to have any handles or turning device to open it, but it is unmistakably a vault door. And as you come up next to it, a mouth appears on the door.
Oh.
And
Oh.
it says, put it.
It just starts playing elevator music.
Okay. So the door says, in a voice that is trying not to laugh, why did the spider buy a new car?
Huh?
I'm going to write that out because my accent is a bit much.
Why did the spider ride in the car?
And it says this in a voice that is trying very hard not to snicker. Why did the spider buy a new car?
I don't know why the spider
I
bought a new
know.
car.
Is that a
Nothing
joke?
happens.
Okay. So it's,
I
and we
think-
actually need to give an answer. Okay.
I think Steve. Oh no, Steve gave away all his rations. Never mind. Otherwise, he was gonna just toss some into the mouth and
Oh
see
my
what
God.
happened.
So we need to answer the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bad with like these joke riddles. I really am. All
Yeah,
these kind
same.
of fly over my head.
Hmm. If you want, you can roll intelligence, and I will give you a hint.
Okay.
If
Everyone?
Oh boy.
Yep.
I've Okay.
Wait, everybody's rolling now?
Yeah, intelligence.
meanwhile, Buttons is wondering, if I stick my finger on it, will it bite it down?
Steve doesn't know anything.
Fine.
Okay, Pumpkin, you rolled a 14. Yeah, that's enough for a hint. Okay. So by the sound of the voice, the answer to this is clearly a joke.
Yeah, I
literally
already
never
know that. I already picked it up on it being a joke. It's just joke like puzzles, like riddles.
Sorry.
I have bad time with.
It's the hint,
So
it's
you-
a joke,
you
and we're all
think
sitting
that
here like,
given-
wait.
that given all of the decorations in this place, the answer has something to do with spiders. In fact, as you're sitting there thinking about it, spin is almost a pun because spiders have spinnerets.
Oh,
Sorry.
to give the car a new spin.
To take it out for a spin.
To take it out for a spin.
Yep, a glyph lights up on the door, and there is a knocking sound, and the door creaks open. And there's another door.
Oh.
Is this other door like the same kind of door, or?
Yep, it's the same kind of door. You step up to it,
Yep, we're stepping up to it.
and it says, in a slightly different voice but with a similar accent, "Which day of the week do spiders eat a lot of food?"
Fly day.
A glyph lights up, and there's an up,
Yes.
and the door creaks open, and there's one more.
We
Steve does
step
a little
up.
like fist pump.
All right, you step up to this door. Hang on, thing. That's where I wrote it. Okay. You step up to this door, and it says, "I take from inside myself to build a table upon your shelf. What am I?" And then before you really think about it, the mouth continues to talk, and it says, "Aw, I thought we agreed to do puns. What's with the riddle?" And the first voice, "You agreed to do puns. I'm trying to actually make sure the door is secure. You know, like we're supposed to." And the third voice says, "Oh, don't fight." And the first voice says, "You're really worried about this, huh? How about a compromise? You do a riddle on this door, but a pun for the other door. And then Ellie and I will both do riddles for the other door. Symmetry." And the voice that said the riddle says, "That sounds all right. Did you know the spell is still recording?" Whoops. Stops.
So, can you repeat your riddle, please?
And the door says again, "I take from inside myself to build a table upon your shelf. What am I?" And then the spell continues to talk. "Aw, I thought we agreed to do puns. What's going on?"
Oh my god, it's on recording. Okay.
I mean,
Netting.
spider, yeah.
The glyph lights up, and there's
Oh,
Netting.
and the door opens.
I didn't think it'd be that easy. They thought that was secure. I thought it'd be something more esoteric.
No, they were going for a theme there. Wanting it to be, she was not going to deviate from that theme.
Steve was not meaning to answer the riddle, by the way. It was just mostly talking to himself.
Pumpkin was the one that never answered the riddle. It was like, netting.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna drop a map of the next room. All right. So
Discord, please.
This is the largest room yet. The light source that you guys lit at the very beginning of the dungeon seems to have crept in here too, because it's easy to see everything.
Cool.
Like the fourth room, this room is cluttered with things, but unlike the fourth room, it's not filled with junk. This is a treasure vault for a given definition of treasure. Like an attic, it is filled with items and knickknacks and photographs and all of the things that someone would consider precious. Things that they couldn't bear to put anywhere else, couldn't bear to give away, but also couldn't stand to have with them to look at all the time. If you guys want to give me a perception or an investigation check, I'll tell you what you find.
Let me. Okay.
Is that okay?
Oh, whoop, hang on.
Whoa! I got a
Zoom.
D20. Holy sh!
Oh, that's a nat 20. Okay, I will get to you last. You will find some
Pumpkin got
interesting things.
20.
Pumpkin got a dirty 20. Shish got an 11. And Buttons got a 12. Okay. So, Shish and Buttons. Shish, you found some photographs. There is a table full of photographs, and you think that these are all of the pictures that should have been upstairs and aren't. And on them are the Smith sisters. I'm gonna post a picture that you find. And they are spider tunes.
Oh,
There are 3 of them, and they look remarkably alike, though they have different color
Aw.
schemes.
cute.
Oh,
The
it's
picture,
so cute.
the picture you find, they are grouped around a microphone, and they're all singing. And they all have this look of glee in their eye, like they are trying not to smile too hard and ruin the singing. One's in yellow, one is in bright pink, and the other is in blue, and they all have different hairstyles. But
Huh.
these are the Spin Sisters. Buttons. You have found amongst the clutter of knickknacks and things, you have found a box that jingles when you shake it, and you are pretty sure it's got money in it. Uh-oh. Kanpukugu is muted. Did he have to go away
Oh,
from the keyboard?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I found
Okay.
that box of that what?
You found a box that jingles, and you are pretty sure you have found a box of money.
Ooh, I open it.
Okay. So you open it and you count it out. And this has 80 gold in it.
Oh.
It is a pretty sizable stash. Someone put this away for a rainy day. Okay.
That's mine.
Pumpkin,
Yep.
you have found a wardrobe on the far wall, and it has some very beautiful costuming in it that you think was for like parties and like premieres of albums and things.
Yeah.
But what catches your eye is on the far left of the wardrobe, you have found 4 cloaks. And they don't look like much until you pull them out into the light. And there is a metallic shimmer on all of the fabric that looks like spider webs.
Huh. Pumpkin kind of puts one on. See what-
It does not seem to do anything just yet, but you do notice that it shrinks to fit you.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, is there 4 of them? You said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it
Guys,
cool? Steve grabs one.
no, Pumpkin's like, guys, there's some like spiderweb cloaks here that actually adjust to your size. Here.
So, we're just gonna wear them?
I mean,
Apparently.
Why not?
why not? Web cloak.
Alright. I
Okay.
mean, Meepllow is really small, so it might be too big for him.
No, it
Nope,
adjusts
it
to the
shrinks to fit.
size. It shrinks.
Ah,
Yeah. It doesn't.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go keep talking if you want to keep discussing this out.
Nah, you're fine. Go ahead.
All right, Steve.
Yes.
With the nat 20. All right. So you stand in the midst of all of these things, and most of them catches your eye. Everyone also notices a trapdoor on the ceiling,
Yeah.
presumably an exit. Steve,
Yeah.
you notice that along one of the walls there are a great many filing cabinets, and when you open them, they are full of sheet music. There was quite a bit of equipment upstairs in their storage unit, but clearly someone valued music enough that they decided it needed to be behind all of the security that they had. And as you're digging through this music, and it is all very neatly filed away, find a sheet of music stuffed in the back of the very last filing cabinet. And it's different from the rest of the music. It's crinkled, as if someone had crumpled it up, and then changed their mind and did their best to undo the creases that they put in it. It's very messy. Someone, whoever wrote this, clearly had trouble with the lyrics and composing some of it, and like the very end part of it is just completely scribbled out. It's not good enough. It's a rather short song. If you want to know what the song sounds like, roll me performance.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Easy, that is.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're a bard. You're used to reading music. The song goes, "It's okay to not be okay. It's alright to grieve what's gone away from you. I can see the far off sunshine, though it's still shadow for you. I may not know what to say, I may not know what to do, but I'd hold your hand through it if you wanted me to. It's okay to not be okay."
Oh, that was sweet. Like out of
That's
character,
cute.
that was really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing that whole like that emote in real life right now, basically.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, same.
Okay. And the last thing you notice about this piece of music that someone clearly agonized over and did not think was very good is that this paper is clearly newer than any of the other music hanging around in these drawers.
Oh,
This was written not 5 years ago, but sometime sooner than that.
huh. I think Steve just kind of holds it and just kind of gets lost in thought, just going over it.
Pumpkin kind of walks over and goes, "You good?"
Yeah, this is really sweet and also kind of sad. And like he doesn't let go of it, but he does kind of show like what he's been staring at for the past little bit.
Yeah. Pumpkin goes, "Huh." Oh.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I think my timer is going off. This is a good point to take a 5-minute break. And then I will tell you the last thing that Steve noticed with that nat 20.
Oh man, okay.
Okay.
BRB.
Oh my god, I realized something. Um, from the looks of the map, the corgis could have just easily got into this road sooner than us. From the looks of it, but they got caught up.
That's assuming they could handle riddles. That assumes a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say they got caught up with the riddles.
They absolutely got caught up with the riddles. They put harder riddles on the other door, remember?
No, I don't. We didn't know that they put harder riddles on the other door.
There was the recording and they said, "How about a compromise? You have to put a
Oh,
on the other door and we'll put 2 riddles."
oh god, we got the easy
We
route
got the easy door.
because of the. Well, technically, the only hard part was the fact that we had to do the monkey bars.
Mhm. Okay, 5 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, I'm also back.
I'm here.
Okay. We've got 2 minutes left on break.
I got lots of gold, and I still think the best treasure Boron's got is the Corgi's hat.
Now,
Stole the
important question. Is Buttons wearing the corgi hats like right on top of each other?
Yes.
Because the visual for that is really funny.
Yes, he's wearing the two hats on top of each other right now.
That's perfect.
Magic is asking something, so a quick ad for the recording.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. That's hilarious. Do an ad.
Mic on.
Gorp's Trading Post. Thanks to your valued shopping experience, Gorp's Trading Post has plans to expand, adding new items and completely restocking. Maybe restocking. We hope to see you soon.
Mic off.
Red-eye shirt and always looks like he's crying.
Oh.
Then Eugene, who I think is a koala, I think.
Okay. Magic is going to do a very quick ad for the recording. Go
Oh,
for
boy.
it.
Do it. Oh, hey, Nim.
Oh, did you like add it to the... Oh, okay. Oh, I see what they did. All right. They recorded their desktop audio playing the ad.
Nice.
Nice.
Nim. So my cat's wearing a hoodie right now, and like it's to help like her keep from over grooming, which is good, but
Oh, okay.
she can't see when it's over her head very well, so she keeps like trying to jump up on stuff and missing.
Oh.
That's
Can you
adorable.
send a picture of your cat?
Yeah, I'll post it in the game zone. Give me just a second. Not game zone, the gallery. Let me. Okay, here's like 3 different photos, basically.
Okay, back.
Behold, cat.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh my god.
She's got a little red hoodie.
She's also got a couple of others that just say puppy on the back because as it turns out, it's hard to get hoodies for cats.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
Also, it's got a pocket thing on the bag, and I don't know why that's there, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
It's adorable.
Yeah, Nim, I've had Nim for a while now. Like, I think 8 years? Or she's 8. Okay, yeah, so I've had her for 7 years. You're an old cat, Nim.
Okay.
You're an
Are
old
we ready
kitty.
to continue?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
talking at my cat, sorry.
Cute kitty. Okay. So the last thing Steve notices on that nat 20, there is a rug on the floor. It is, in fact, a perfect match for the rug that was in the Spin Sisters' office, in that it is lighter than it looks, and it looks like it has been pulled back a couple of different times, and that's left a crease in it.
Oh, then he tucks away the music and goes for the rug.
There is a trap door in the floor.
Oh.
Round
there-
2!
Round 2, start!
Is there a dungeon inside the dungeon?
Maybe.
Is this an SCP? You have to tell us this is an SCP.
Okay, so this trap door looks like it should open from the other side. The hinges aren't on the right side of the door to... No, that's not right. The lock isn't on the right side of the door to open it from here. But this trapdoor is also extremely old, and you think it would take very little to break it open.
Can Pumpkin look at the so is it clear that we can see the other doorway? In the sense of on the other side, the from the one that we entered from.
Yeah, you can see the massive vault door on the other side of the room.
Pumpkin kind of comes.
Again, it doesn't have any handles on it.
Yeah, Pumpkin kind of comes. Why does it feel like the corgis are on the other side of that door?
What?
As if you summoned them, there is a thump, thump, thump from the trapdoor in the ceiling.
Oh.
And then it breaks open, and the corgis poke their heads in.
Hey!
I hide the.
We got puns mostly on our side of the doors.
Oh, really?
Punch trap door.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Kevin zeroes in on his hat. That is sitting on Button's head. I knew it.
I hide it when they pop it up. It's alright. Anyways, I'll just like play. I don't know what he's talking about.
I like to think that Buttons is looking to everybody else for help, and they're just like, nah, man, you're on your own.
Kevin rolls his eyes, and the corgis unspool rope from the ceiling, and they rappel down. And they land in the vault. And look around with interest. You find anything interesting?
Well, we found these web cloaks that adjust to our size. Pumpkin kind of shows the one she's wearing.
And he goes, ooh, magic items.
Steve found music sheets.
Oh, really?
Before I hand this over, is your boss one of the people who used to run this place?
Okay, I'm gonna have to make a couple rolls here.
Like, Steve's not handing it over without asking.
Let's see, his perception +6. Okay, so Kevin's face is unreadable.
You put it in the Walmart gallery with that one.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys. You know what? I think he's the only one who has the smarts to know he should be unreadable at that moment. The rest of the corgis are just completely dumbfounded that you picked that out of the air. They're gaping at it. How did you know? And Kevin slaps his face with exasperation. It's like,
you keep saying sentimental, like this place used to mean something to your boss, so,
yeah. This ain't exactly an excavation site the way we'd normally go in. This is he pulls out a picture from his wallet, and he shows it to you. It is a scene of some desert excavation. There are tents set up in the background in some ancient temple, even in the farther background. And in the foreground, there is a large group of corgis. There are like 20 of them. But towards the middle of the group, there are the 4 you recognize. And right next to them, there is a figure that is not a corgi. It is a spider tune, and she is sitting in a chair with large wheels on either side of it, wearing an enormous sun hat that covers most of her face, except for the smile that is painted in bright pink lipstick. And she is wearing a long pink coat.
Steve,
Yep. That's
Steve
Eliza.
Steve
She's
picks
the
up
boss.
a sheet music and kind of smooths it out and is like, I think this was the sentimental thing you were looking for.
Kevin takes it very carefully, looks it over. Yeah, that's perfect. And Indy kind of shouts him a bit. Let me see. Shows him Indy like tears up.
Aww.
Yes, that's perfect. Here, you hold on to it. He hands it back to Kevin.
What's going on? Is that
so they have figured out that the corgis work for one of the Spin sisters. And the reason they are here in the studio is because they're looking for something to cheer her up.
Oh.
What happened to the other sisters?
The corgis like exchange a look. And Kevin says they're not talking to each other at the moment.
The notes have all been really sweet.
Pumpkin.
Well,
you know what?
When something bad happens, when life just throws you a curveball, there are different ways to handle it. You can fight back. You can try and make everything exactly how it was. You can accept it, accept that things have changed and it's never going to go back. Or you can find someone to blame, so that you're in control of the situation and you have confirmed for yourself that it'll never happen again. And all three of the Spin sisters picked a different way to handle it. So they're not talking at the moment. Which makes the boss really sad sometimes, so we figured.
Do you want the items that I picked up? The comb and the bracelet?
The corgis look at each other, and then they seem to leave it to Kevin. He scratches his chin for a second. He goes, I think the pink comb and the note that goes with it, we'll take that to the boss.
Okay.
But the bracelet and the pen, and he holds his hand out to Indy, and Indy hands over the pen, you lot can hold on to. Who knows? Maybe you'll run into the Spin sisters one of these days.
Okay. Pumpkin takes the pen and she digs in, pulls out the box with the comb and the note inside of it, and hands it to the corgis.
I think Steve is trying to pretend that he's not like tearing up, but he is because.
And I'm kind of confused what's going on.
Okay.
Go ahead, Middy.
So the corgis were looking for something to cheer up their boss, who was one of the Spin sisters. And the reason she's upset is because her sisters aren't talking to each other.
Oh.
Something bad happened, and there was such an argument that they have refused to speak to one another. And you get the feeling the argument was big enough that they stopped even making music together.
Ouch.
Which is why there is no one in this studio and why everything is packed away.
I feel kind of bad about busting in here now. Like, Steve takes
that in
out the
character?
bagpipes he stole and just like sets them on the ground. Yeah. I took these
Callie,
bagpipes. I'm sorry.
Callie shrugs and she goes, I don't think the boss would mind. She probably would find it funny that you all came down here and tried your hand at that dungeon. I think from what she said, it's sort of their obstacle course.
Interesting obstacle course.
But she probably would have thought that a kid's first dungeon, it's a big stepping stone. She would have been happy that you tried.
Hmm.
So I think you should keep some of this stuff. I don't think she'd mind.
Okay.
This is quite a collection of things. Did you find anything?
Like I said, I found these web cloaks. I don't know exactly what else they do, but they do shrink and kind of adjust to their size to whoever's wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it probably needs some time to attune.
Attune?
Oh yes, some magic items they require some time to connect with the person who has them, and then they'll do something interesting. Given the decor, I would say something spidery.
Wouldn't be too surprising.
I mean, we're all tunes, but then we're all tunes, right?
No, not tune as in TOON. Tune as in ATUNE.
Oh.
You good?
No, this is in character. Steve's just like, oh, that's
no,
what
she's
that means.
asking that in character.
Yeah, I just it's been a long day.
Yeah, no. Truthfully, I think think I'm the one that's mostly going to be stumbling on my feet a little bit from the obstacle, like the monkey bars with the electrified floor.
Yeah, that was the hardest one.
Yeah, most of the traps are. They don't do a lot of damage if you get hit by them, but they're still kind of.
I think the only biggest issues is the slime cubes.
Yeah, gelatinous cubes. I wonder where they came from.
Oh.
So
didn't Steve notice a door?
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Is that like down or is that back up to the office?
There is a trapdoor on the ceiling that goes back up to the office, and there's a trapdoor in the floor that you have noticed.
Oh, well, I guess Steve's just gonna kind of amble over and try at the door.
Oh.
The corgis take note. Ooh, another door. And he comes over and looks. He's still dyed blue, by the way.
I like your new look.
Door.
Genuinely, I mean it.
He kind of gives you a look.
I mean it.
Kevin's like, I don't know that going through another door is a good idea. And then he's like, why not? There might be treasure. Actual treasure, not just sentimental treasure. Kevin's like, I get the feeling this dungeon is a lot older than the studio. There might actually be some dangerous stuff down here if it's out of the way of the Spin Sisters' obstacle course.
Yeah.
And he's like, nonsense. Let's see what's down here. And he stomps on the door.
Oh no.
And it is rotten enough that the door does break and falls down.
Oh.
How far down?
There is a couple seconds of silence, and then the sound of the door hitting the floor and the jingle of something being scattered across the floor.
I don't like that sound.
The lights from above did not illuminate this room. It is very dark looking down the hole in the floor.
So are we going down to the dungeon?
Hold on. Unplug is gonna go. Why don't you hand me a torch? I can probably use a thing to kind of see what's down there slightly before we kind of jump in head first.
Kevin hands you a torch and helpfully lights it first.
Yeah. Pumpkin will cast Mage Hand and kind of lower the torch down to see if there's any indication for a floor from where they are currently and or basically the surroundings.
All right. You lower the torch into this room, and it is, from what you can see, about the same size as the treasure vault above it. But looking down into it, as the light gleams off of metal and dust, this is a treasure vault, and not the kind that you are currently standing in. It is filled with artifacts and precious metals and gems, and it glitters in the torchlight.
Ooh!
Hold on. Remember that mural from before?
Hmm?
When we went for the dungeon on our side of the hall when we split up the second time, when we did the coin flop, we saw a mural with a giant spider sort of creature on top of a bunch of treasure.
Oh,
Hello, Miss Mig. Hello. Is anybody in there? Like Steve's like full on got his head in the hole, like is calling out.
Your
to see
your
if
voice echoes across the walls. There isn't any movement. It doesn't look like there's anything down there.
alrighty, Sempi, let's
my
go, guys.
Oh my god. Pumpkin's gonna
So Indy is right with him on this. He is like tying another rope off and like dropping it down. He's like, I'm not sure that's a good idea. And he's like, nonsense. Look, treasure.
Pumpkin's like, I have a bad feeling about this.
Why don't we throw a rock at it
More
first?
money for me.
I was like, hold on. Pumpkin's like, hold on. Let me cast a line down. See if there's Pumpkin pulls out her fishing pole, and Ashley does her trick again of casting up the line with the chunks of wood and rustling up the gold a bit on the ground.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Nope.
Alrighty, say.
She reels up the line again. I don't know why, but it's giving me a bad vibe.
Well, yeah, I think I've got an idea of why that is.
Why?
All right, we can go down there, but nobody touch anything.
I think
Not just yet.
Yeah.
So Indy is like already gone. He's going down. He's cast a light spell with his rapier. He's just like, yes, treasure.
Oh, good lord.
Pressure.
Okay, so are you guys going down, or are you gonna leave it to him?
Oh, we're going to go down. Pumpkin's gonna follow hesitantly. She's gonna listen to Kevin on not touching anything as of yet until
Yes.
they know it's 100% safe.
Steve's like hanging back a little bit.
Yeah. She's gonna conjure up dancing lights as they go down in, so the lights could be a lot more better. Which is a cantrip she has, which basically
Yep. The light like sparkles off of the walls.
Yeah,
It glitters off of the treasure and just lights up the entire room.
yeah, basically she conjured up 4 touch size lights within range.
All right, so you guys land in the midst of this hoard of treasure.
Mhm.
And Kevin is not touching anything but looking around a bit suspiciously. And he kind of nods at Monty and Callie. And they go off to look at the walls and the doors. And he turns to you guys and he says, so I'm thinking, with how old this dungeon is, and the decoration of walls, which, you know, spiders, I'm thinking it's probably a dungeon created by followers of Wolf.
By who?
Case, most Wolf is the Drow's spider goddess.
Oh.
The spider queen, the weaver. She's not a nice deity, and you don't usually find worshippers around her around these parts because, you know, Toons kind of came around. Toons created their own people. They had belief to create their own gods and goddesses, and they quite a bit more prevalent in these areas than the ones you find outside of Vine.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm saying we shouldn't touch anything because they were the sort of people who would have cursed a whole lot of Indy. What do you think you're doing? You,
So-
and you guys turn around, and Indy has zoomed away from the group.
Is
And-
Buttons also causing trouble as well? That's the other question. What is Buttons
hang
doing?
on, I have a picture for this. Where did I put the picture?
What are we doing now? We are in that
Okay.
treasure room, right?
So we're in the middle of Kevin telling you guys you shouldn't touch anything because it's probably cursed. And he stopped in the middle of this
Ah.
explanation to turn around and say, Indy, what do you think you're doing?
But also, I'm curious on what Buttons doing currently.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
you're
true. Buttons, what are you doing, first of all?
Wait, we shouldn't touch anything or what? Already with money in his hands.
Oh my god.
Good.
So,
Okay.
so both a corgi and Buttons
All right.
are messing with this stuff.
You're
Okay.
messing with stuff. Okay. Buttons, you might end up with some interesting things in your inventory afterwards. We will discuss this.
Oh my god.
Curse, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And several degrees of curses too.
Okay, so Kevin says, "What do you think you're doing?" And you turn around, and Indy is standing on one of the piles of treasure with this gigantic gem clutched in his hands. He's got it pressed practically to its nose, and it is glowing an eerie red glow. And Kevin says, "Remember what happened last time?" And Indy says, "What happened last?" And then several things happen very quickly. First, there is a whoosh of smoke as red comes pouring out of the gem and covers every inch of the room. And there's a sound as the smoke sucks inwards towards where Indy is. And when it clears, he is still standing amidst the treasure. He's holding an empty-looking gem. It's clear now instead of the eerie red that it was. And his eyes are glowing red. And he is standing with a very flat expression on his face.
Oh
That doesn't
no.
seem good.
As Monty and Callie come running from where they were inspecting the doors, and Kevin says, "Indy's gotten himself possessed," and Monty says, "What again?" And Callie says,
Again?
"Yeah, that makes it 3 times this month. The boss is going to have to reset the counter."
Wait, what is
So this is a common problem.
This is a common
This
problem.
happens enough to have a counter?
It happens enough to have a counter.
You should hire a better explorer.
So, what's the best course of action for a possessed friend of yours?
Beat him on
Well,
possessor.
they all watch as Indy starts to levitate off the floor.
That doesn't
His
seem good
shadow
either.
seems to shift and morph as he does so, and within a couple seconds, he seems to be standing on a gigantic spider made of shadow.
Oh.
And Kevin glares at it with a determined expression. He says, "Well, we beat him up until the ghost decides it's had enough."
I told ya.
Okay.
Oh no, this is bad. What are we gonna do?
You lot should make for the exit, and we'll deal with it. And the spider clears its throat. As its pincers move, Indy's mouth also moves, and it seems to be speaking through him, even though you can see it standing under him.
Okay.
And it says, "Now let's see." And it pulls out a shadowy scroll. It opens it, and it pulls out a pair of spectacles, and it puts those on. And it inspects the scroll, and then it looks at Buttons, and it goes, "No, he's not authorized." And he looks at the scroll, and he looks at Meepllow, "Not authorized." He looks at Pumpkin and the scroll, "Not authorized." And he looks at all the rest of you. "Wonderful. None of you are authorized to be in here, which means I get to kill people. Yes."
Mrs. Mix, spider, person, can you not? Please?
This is my job. You're not supposed to be in here. Here you are stealing treasure and you haven't even made an offering to the weaver. Nope, it won't do. I'll just have to crush the lot of you. Yes.
Can I make an offering?
If we
Well, I
if we beat it,
suppose make an offering. Blood sacrifices are
Oh god.
customary. Or sacred food.
wait.
What?
We have to make an offering.
He is saying that stealing stuff from the treasure without so much as making an offering gives him the authority to kill a lot of you.
All right.
And Steve is panicked. Steve's
I start pushing Meepllow in front and said, "All right, Meepllow, it was nice to know
Oh my
you."
god, silence!
Wait, what's
Kevin
going on?
rolls his eyes. We're not killing anyone. We're gonna beat you up, and then you're gonna go back into your stupid gem. The spider goes, "Oh well, I suppose you can try."
Oh, and you can take the corgis too.
Oh my god!
I have an amulet. Is that enough? And then Steve made this himself. It is very
The spider inspects
lumpy.
it. Now, what I need with more treasure? I already have all of this to look after.
It's
I
not
see.
to look after, it's to wear.
I don't think talking to this kind person is gonna get us anywhere. I'm sorry, Steve. We're gonna have to start the fighting.
But I don't
You're
want to
not
beat
on
up
my
the
list.
spider.
You're not one of the queen's cute little custodians from upstairs. No, you'll just have to go.
Yep.
But
I'm sorry,
my
Steve.
parents are evil. Does that help? Like he's panicking. He doesn't
Oh
want to
my
fight.
But no.
Wait, so we're fighting that spider now?
We're finding a possessed corgi who has a giant shadow spider underneath him.
And Steve's
Oh.
desperately trying to convince it to just go back to sleep, and it's not working.
It's not having it. It's like I wanna smash things.
Okay.
Can I roll persuasion? Maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Oh my god.
Cool.
I can't believe we're doing this the pacifist way.
I'm gonna be that made it work.
See.
I'm gonna say that Steve gives himself bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
like reaches around and pats his own back. So I'm gonna roll and then add the d6. Great.
Oh no.
Cool.
Oh.
Great.
Oh.
Awesome.
Nope.
No,
Great.
that's not
Cool.
gonna do it.
We're gonna have to fight the thing. Pumpkin just kind of pats Steve on the back and she's like, "You tried.
All right, my
You tried."
explorers. It is time for a boss battle. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oh.
So does
Everyone?
Yes.
So does
The
D20?
corgis are gonna help you with this fight.
Huh?
The
Repeat
corgis
that?
are gonna help. So you do have extra people for this.
Cool.
Cool. Initiative is plus your dex, yeah?
Oh.
Oh wait, I don't know what my initiative is in the sense of where it is.
It's your dexterity modifier. You roll a d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay, let me try that again. Because I have a +2.
Okay.
Okay then.
Ooh.
I had a much better time with this the regular D20.
Okay. So we have. Well, let me roll these really quick. I'm just gonna roll them all as one initiative. Okay. So we have Ollie is 7, who's 20. Pumpkin is
I did re-roll because I didn't have the +2, but I
It's an
ended up with an 8. So
8.
Yeah, mine's 12.
Oh, right, that was the persuasion roll. That's 12. Okay.
Yeah, no, I rolled a nat 1 on that persuasion roll.
All right, let me get this all in order. I think first is going to be buttons. And next is going to be Meepllow. And then 12, 11, 8. So that's Steve, the corgis, and Pumpkin. All right, and let me roll my spider's initiative. It's got a dex. Oh, wait, he uses Indy's dex. Hang on, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if I've
Sorry.
been kind of quiet. Just don't really know what to say.
No, it's fine. Oh. All right, Indy's got a 0 for dexterity. Let me. Yeah. All right. Spider's going last.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So this is. Let me find a map of the room. It's pretty much the same size as the treasure vault. It's just nope. Sorry. Trying to figure out. There we go. All right. All right. Prep this ahead of time. Sorry, guys.
You're fine.
We're just.
All right, I'm gonna drop a map, and then we will get started.
Okay.
All right. Let me prepare the spells. Yes.
Okay. Now you have a map with a little figure of my spider ghost thing. First in the initiative is Buttons.
All right. I used to stand and say, guys, come on. You know what we have to do this time. Don't worry. I'm gonna save the day. And I like point at the spider with my staff, and I cast Chromatic Orb. So I make a ranged spell attack, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
Rolled.
5, all right. Oh.
A 9. That is not going to do it. The spell whizzes overhead.
And since he's a real magic sorcerer, I must roll a d20. If it's a 1, bad things happen.
Something weird's gonna happen. Okay, nothing odd goes on.
All right.
Meepllow, it's your turn.
Okay.
Or no, Buttons, you've got a move action and you've got a
Yes,
bonus
because
action. Anything else you would like? Sorry.
Since he's also a rogue, he gets several stuff. He can do as bonus action, which is okay. After my attack failed miserable, I'm gonna use cunning action as a bonus action to take the hide action.
Okay.
Which requires a stealth check.
All right, do a stealth check.
Plus 5. 15.
Let's see. Oh no, he's using Indy senses. Yeah, that'll do it. The spider does not see you. You have ducked behind a pile of treasure. All right, now Meepllow, it is your turn.
Okay. I guess I can. I'm not sure. Maybe I can cast Thunder Wave to the spider. See how it goes.
Okay.
Just Thunder Wave is sorry, I believe. And we don't want to get everybody safe.
Okay, so Thunder Wave is a 15-foot cone, I think. So do you want to move first to make sure you don't hit anybody else with that?
Yep, sure.
Okay. Thunder Wave. Let's see. All right, so you don't have to aim this thing.
It's self-range.
Yeah. All right. So Indy Spider is going to do a Constitution saving throw to see if they get damaged by this.
Do I need to roll anything?
Nope. Nope. You just gotta cast the spell. All right. That's a 14. And your DC is. Your DC is a 14. Okay. That's a tie.
Oh.
Tie defender, so I think that's not going to do it.
Oh.
I thought ties went to the attacker.
Yeah.
Does it?
I thought
Shoot,
so.
hang on, let me look this up because that is a very important distinction to have.
Yeah.
All right, tie goes to tie goes to defender. If the hit rolls ties with the AC, then the defender wins the exchange. Spell save, creature rolls to save versus a player's spell DC and ties. The defending creature wins the exchange.
It's confusing because a lot of people do get that really mixed up. Like some DMs do attack when.
Yeah, everybody does it different. It sounds like. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So that is a move and an action. Do you have any bonus actions you want to do?
Maybe I'll try to slice it with my dagger, I guess. If I can.
Okay.
So
No,
1d4 plus
I
2,
think attacking
right?
is a full action. I don't think you can do that as a bonus action.
Oh. Then
There will be certain spells that it will say the duration is a bonus action. And those will be things you can do after a main attack and a move action.
so what can
As
I do
part
in the
of your
bonus
turn.
section?
Hang on.
What's that sound?
Okay, I think in your spell list, Featherfall would count as a bonus action. It's something you can just do as a reaction.
I
But
don't know.
I don't think you've got anything else that you can do as a bonus action.
Then I won't do any then.
Also,
Oh,
Ken,
Bardic,
what's going?
Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action.
Oh, so who can I do it to?
I think it's just another creature that you can see and can see you.
Mhm. Yeah. Sorry,
So
I
just
can't believe.
pick
Can't
someone.
believe. Huh. I know who to pick.
Ken, what's going on with your mic?
Excuse me?
I'm
There's
hearing
like
something.
slapping sounds.
Yeah, something's getting picked up on your mic.
What was it?
It sounds like a flapping sound or something like being almost like a dishwasher or like a washing machine or something like it's like a shh 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 shh.
That?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
me talking, I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay.
You're fine. We were just confused on what was that noise.
I was like, is a dog slapping a fence or something? Like, what is that?
Yeah. You're fine.
Um,
We were just wondering what would that sound.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were kind of getting concerned. Like, everything okay over there?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, continue on, Middy. Sorry.
Okay. So Meepllow, you can do Bardic Inspiration, but you don't have to. It's just
I
something that's a bonus
mean,
action.
I won't do anything then.
Okay. Then save it for later. All right. Next in the initiative is Steve.
Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna take out. Well, no, I've like had the crossbow out this entire time, so I'm just gonna aim it at the spider, like the shadow spider.
Okay, so you're aiming it at the spider or you're aiming it at Indy?
I don't want to hit the dog.
I think we need to hit the dog.
Do we have to hit the dog? I guess is it okay if I
You're
Wait,
gonna find
there's a
out.
dog?
If you ask that out loud, Kevin's going to nod and he says, "Yeah, when they're possessing someone like that, attacks don't hit them. We have to beat up Indy. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm
He
gonna
did
aim for.
better.
I'll cast healing word after. Like,
I've got some potions just in case. I figured this would happen.
you know that meme where it's the baby holding the gun and then crying? That's Steve right now.
Okay.
He
Take the
aims
shot,
at.
Steve.
Pull the trigger, Steve. Let me look at when my attack roll is. Hang on. Okay. Does a 10 hit?
No, it does not.
Cool.
Okay. You are crying too
but-
hard. You missed your target.
I guess I'm
It
gonna give
flies
my last.
over. It flies
gonna
over
give
his shoulder.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm kind of glad I didn't hit him. Go well, guys. And then just gives bardic inspiration to the corgis. That's the last one. And
Okay.
then it's Vincent's turn.
All right, it is the corgi's turn, and they are gonna trade a look. And let's see, Callie pulls out a long sword and a shield from her hammer space. Monty pulls out a crossbow, and Kevin also pulls out a crossbow. And Kevin nods at the lot of you. He says, "If you can try and get up to the exit, we can probably handle Indy." He's gonna
I feel
roll
bad.
+4, +6, and Callie can't hit anything from here. So +4, +6.
By the way, I'm getting really tired. How long are we gonna play?
We're gonna play till 3 at the latest, and then if we have to stop, then we will, and we will finish up another time.
It should be near the end because we
We
just
are near the end. This is the boss fight.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
2
Yeah.
arrows hit, and the spider goes, "Oh, I forgot how that felt. I don't like that."
Oof. Sorry.
They spread out a little bit, so they're kind of grouped around where the spider is standing.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now,
My
or
turn.
actually, Monty is going to take a cunning action as well, and he's going to hide
Okay.
6. And then it is going to be Pumpkin's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Monty also vanishes into the treasure.
okay.
Pumpkin, you're up.
So, Pumpkin's gonna attempt to use. Oh,
I think we lost Ollie.
we lost Ollie.
Oh.
You good, Ollie?
Yay!
Discord,
good?
please.
No, okay. So as I was saying, Pumpkin's actually gonna try and use Ray of Frost.
Okay.
And
Go
it's gonna
for
be
it.
on the corgi.
All right. You're going to hit Indy.
What do I do for rolls? I'm
Ray of Frost. Hang on, I'm looking. Spells. Oh, no, okay.
They
it's a
have no
cantrip she
save
has.
against it, right?
It is a cantrip. I want to say that's one you have to aim, but give me a second. I
Yeah, it's
double check that.
it creature within range. It's a ranged spell attack against the target, and I basically do have to aim, for it because
Okay.
it's a blue-white light streaks forward a creature within range.
Mm-hmm. Okay, make a ranged spell attack.
How do I do that?
All right, that is going to be. All right, that's going to be your proficiency, I think, plus what you use to cast spells, which I think
I don't
for
know.
a arcane trickster is. Hang on, let's check that. It's charisma, but I'm not positive.
There are cats arguing in my room. Sorry if you guys hear that.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's intelligence. Okay. So your spell attack modifier is your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier. So I think at this level your proficiency bonus is +2.
Yeah, it's
So it's
2. So it's a +4 then, because my intelligence is a +2 on top of that.
Yep, +4. Roll a d20 +4. That hits.
That was a
Oh,
crit!
that's a critical. That's critical. Okay.
Good lord.
All right. So instead of rolling 1d8 for damage, roll 2d8.
Five.
5.
And basically, it reduces the speed by 10 feet until the next my turn.
Ooh. Okay.
So it
That's
slows.
interesting.
So it slows this guy down.
Okay. So you blast Indy with this blue-white light. Spider goes, ah! All right, I can see that I'm outnumbered here. And he crawls back towards the wall closest to him. 5, 10, 15. He crawls up the wall about 5 feet before he stops. And he's not able to go any further because of your slowing him down.
Yes.
And then the shadowy spider gestures to the room at large and goes, I knew it was a good idea to keep the guards in here. And there is the clanking of bones from the edges of the room.
Oh, great. Okay.
Cool.
And some skeletons show up.
Does Megalovania start playing?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
It's the xylophone version. They're playing it on their own ribs.
Now, what order does the skeleton come in?
Yep. Hang on, and I will add them to initiative.
Oh, I'm glad that got a crit. That was.
Yep, that was good. Okay. Game zone, and I gotta roll initiative. And again, I'm just gonna roll one initiative, all of them. God. All right. They are a 10, which I think puts them just after Orgies. All right. They are still coming from the edges of the room, so I think they will join the initiative not on this next round after that. All right, Buttons, it's your turn.
All right. Since I'm healing, I haven't been noticed. I'm
Yep,
gonna
you are hidden.
I'm gonna draw my short sword. Don't ask where a kid has a short sword. And I'm gonna try to attack it. I believe I have advantage because it's a
Yup,
surprise attack,
he is surprised because you were hiding. Go for it.
right? And let me see what's the advantage. If it hits, since it's advantage, I get sneak attack
Mm-hmm.
and extra d6. Oh,
Okay, that one doesn't hit. And
buttons.
here does that one. Good miss.
I won't gonna forgive you if you're just here to annoy and not to deal damage. All right. Uh, I use my cunning action to hide once again.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Also, that's a 5.
$22. You are hidden.
Yeah, I'm just like jumping from shadows and not doing. All right, that's my turn.
Okay, Meepllow, your turn.
Oh. Can I cast sleep?
Let me. Okay. So roll me Arcana, really. Either Arcana or Nature, really quick. I won't count that as your action.
Oh.
Yeah, this is easy enough to know. Ghosts are immune to a whole bunch of conditions. Sleep is one of them.
Oh, wait, are we finding ghosts now?
Yeah, so the spider thing you guys are attacking is a ghost that has possessed Indy.
Oh,
So sleep will not work on that thing.
Not really sure what else to do.
You could always attack it with like a dagger, or if you have a crossbow.
It's up against the wall.
And let me see what other spells you got. You have... Okay, you already cast Thunder Wave once.
Maybe thunderclap?
I don't see that in your cantrips. Did you switch one of them out?
What?
Thunderclap is a different spell from Thunder Wave. If you want to cast Thunder
Yeah,
Wave
I
again,
know.
that's fine.
Yeah, I know. Like I have thunderclap as well.
Okay, I'm just not seeing it on your spell list. Which spell did you switch it out?
That's. Oh, I don't see it. That's weird. Anyway,
Okay.
I can just do.
You do have some other damage spells in here. You've got Shatter. You've got Heat Metal, and Indy is still holding his rapier. You have to touch that. Nope.
So maybe I'll do heat metals, heat metals, so my dagger can be, harder.
Or
The thing with Heat Metal is when it causes it to heat up, it does damage to the person holding it. It's usually for casting on the enemy's weapons, so that they will lose their weapon.
Oh, all right. I'll try.
Okay. All right, so you don't have to cast a spell attack for this one. I think it just takes effect. So that's going to do 2d8 fire damage to Indy. So go ahead and roll 2d8. Two damage. Okay. Whittling it down. Okay. It is now Steve's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna do the same thing I did before with trying to do the crossbow.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
Does that hit?
That does hit. Roll damage.
Sometimes doing the dice rolls kind of feels like I'm typing in code.
Yeah.
Nine damage.
9 damage. Nice.
Right after Steve's like, I'm sorry.
Okay. Hit Indy with another crossbow bolt. Thunk. And it is the corgi's turns. And they are taking note of the skeletons that are rapidly approaching. Callie's going to keep an eye on them. Kevin is going to shoot another crossbow bolt at Indy. +4. That hits. What damage that was? There it is. Okay. And Monty is going to jump out of hiding. Same thing. Gets advantage, and that hits. So he's going to add sneak attack to that. D plus. Oh no, wait. Yeah, Kevin's was a +2, not a +4. So I will just switch those around for this time. And then plus a d6. Okay, so that's 10. That's 18 damage. Okay. Corgis are very used to this. There is just like no hesitation. They're just right. Minus 18 is. I need a calculator. Ah.
Makes sense they're used to it considering how often he apparently gets
Yes.
possessed.
They're not hesitant to take him down because he's the one that gets possessed almost every single time.
Yup. Okay, so Indy is looking quite rough. And the spider does not look happy about this.
So, oh, the skeleton's turn. That's right.
Yep. The skeletons approach. Tromp, tromp, tromp.
Oh.
Okay, who has done damage so far? The corgis have done damage. And who else did the most damage? I think it was Steve.
Yeah.
Okay. So the skeletons are going to swing at Steve, Kevin, and Monty. Because I forgot to say he was hiding again, so I'm going to say he forgot to hide. D20 plus. No, where's my stat block? There. All right. +4.
How many skeletons they are?
Oh, there are 3 skeletons.
Ooh, that's super.
Be
Wow. Okay.
Oh boy. I'm gonna say that hits Monty.
Because I believe I can get rid of them.
This is going to hit yeah, Monty, Kevin. Oh boy.
Good
And
lord.
Steve.
My boy, my precious son.
All right.
Yes, it doesn't hit. No.
Misses. You are quite short, and you duck under the short sword that it swings at your head.
Yikes.
Now I need to roll damage for Monty. And they do how much damage? A d6 of piercing damage. So we're going to roll 2d6.
I thought you said 56 damage, and I was
Oh
like,
no,
good
no.
God.
7 plus 2, that's 9 damage to Monty. And 1d6 plus 2. 8 damage to Kevin.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Speaking of
All
ouch, I just bumped into my bookcase.
So it's
All
Pumpkin's
right, that
turn?
was skeletons. It is now Pumpkin's turn.
Okay. She's gonna cast another ray of frost at the possessed corgi.
Okay. Roll to hit. 19, that hits.
Yep.
Roll
So,
damage.
1d. What's 1d8?
Yep.
Guys,
Mm-hmm.
can we stop soon? Because I'm honestly getting really tired. I know it's the end, but
It's fine. Okay, so that's 3 damage.
Oh, whoa. Hey, Nim.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the spider's turn, and then if you want, we can stop for today.
yeah,
we
I'm
will-
getting it's like it's almost 9 p.m. for me. So I'm
Oh
getting
yeah.
really tired.
Okay. And then we will do like one more session where we finish up this boss fight and do end stuff.
Okay.
Sure. So
Oh.
that was fun. I
All right. Let
enjoyed
me do the spider's turn really quick.
Yep.
All right. You hit him, so his speed is still half. He's gonna crawl 15 feet up the wall, and then he is going to throw a web bolt at you, Pumpkin.
Oh, no.
Oh, let's see.
All right, that's ranged attack plus 5 hit. 20 plus 5. Does a 10 hit your AC?
No, it does not.
Not. The spider grumbles. Okay. And now we will stop there. And when we come back, we'll just do the top of initiative.
Yep. Make sure you save what order.
Yeah.
Yes, I will do that, and I will save where everyone's health is at.
It feels
Okay.
like next time will be a pretty, like, it won't be too bad to wrap it up because we're pretty much at the end.
Yeah.
Yes. It should be shorter than we usually go. Because we've just got the end of this boss fight and like closing stuff.
Yep.
Thanks for the good session, everybody. That was fun.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was a lot of
fun.
fun.
To be honest, guys, I had a pretty bad week, and playing this game was like the happiest I felt in a while. So
Also, I believe
Aw.
Pumpkin did hang out the web cloak to because there was 4 of them, so each party member
Yep,
did
we're
get
all
one.
wearing one.
Yeah.
that was fun, guys.
So I did add to my notes that actually hold on. Gonna so notes.
I'm gonna go ahead and dip so I can get food.
Okay.
Okay.
Magic, you can stop the recording.